Hi, for today's teardown, this. What is it? Piece of an anesthesia cart for use in operating room. It is the big cart that dispenses the anesthesia gas, and it seems to be the actual monitor of the anesthesia gas. It is the Drager model PM8030. So it is a €9 eBay find. It is just a part of a cart which looks like this when it is complete. And it was sold as defective. So it is almost a rack size module, 19-inch size, looks like almost. We have bar graph here for the some pressure. Here another one for the volume of air you are breathing, probably. Percentage. Some unknown function keys. Selector keys for the anesthesia gas. Allofluran, enfluran, and isofluran. Probably here a very nice dot matrix display. Some jog button here. And it is all for the front panel. What is this? Is interesting because I did not connect it yet to the mains, and apparently it will scream when I press the power button. So on the bottom we have attachment pins for the next module to the cart, at the back here also. Here is the information for you playing at home. So sorry, it is a little bit big, not easy. But here you have all the useful information in your lower left corner. And on the back, so you can see the two side panels will continue at the back with these attachment points and big nice thumb screws here. Some extra attachment point here for something else. And at the back we have all the connectors. So sadly it looks like the gas sensors are external to this device. So they will not be included in it as it was in the other anesthesia monitor I did take apart, the Capnomac one. Check the link in the video description. So we have obviously mains input here, medical grade grounding here, monitor bus to probably daisy chain together all the devices in the cart. A vapor detector, RS232 interface. Here what seems to be a very fancy and expensive AVAP sensor connector. So probably for the actual gas monitoring. And here we have some LEMO plugs and at least one air input for some pressure measurement, it seems. On the sides we have big, they show, this one is missing, but we have big thumb screws here in plastic. So I will first undo the top cover, then we will have a quick look inside. I will undo all the other covers and we will have a better look. I would like to be able to access the front panel and check the displays. So apparently we have captive screws here, which it is not necessary to undo completely. So it was very cheap, this thing, €9. It can be worth still several €100 in working condition, of course, as it is medical grade equipment. Cover is just a plate of aluminium, and here is a first look inside. We have a mains input here, one switching power supply, motherboard. Here is what it provides, probably our power for our beeping sound, battery, regular 9 volt nickel cadmium, by the way. Extra modules here, some kind of a pressure sensor here. And the front panel with power resistor attached on it. Okay, I did just remember that I did not try yet to power it up, so I will do it first. What it will happen, I have no clue. It was sold as defective, so we can expect some kind of a problem. Okay, let me unzoom and power on. This is interesting. He seems to be more or less complaining and doing nothing else. Actually it is saying something, but I need to cut my light for you to see this. Maybe it is very dim, but it is saying it is defect, PM8030 defect, with an error code of 52, and all the lights will cycle, as you can see very quickly. Now it is complaining another way. So it looks like it will turn off by itself, so either it is a power supply problem or something is loading too much the power supply and it resets every time. So it will be interesting to try to figure out. Okay, for now I will unplug it and reconnect my light. So this is first panel out, the top one. I will undo the other ones. So on the bottom we can expect not much, except maybe some bulge wires. We will see. Since we have a very serious metal frame in this thing, very nice construction, and the whole cart was probably pretty heavy. Yes, as expected, back of the PCB with quite a lot of surface mount parts. We have, yes, one bulge. Of course, we have the back of the power supply here. So I will undo the side panels also. It is a plastic screw, so sadly I am missing one, because they are quite special things, as you can see, pretty big size, probably 6 millimeters. And yes, as expected, it should allow to remove. So maybe they come in different configurations and can be mounted in other ways than on a cart. And it is why you have provision to remove, in fact, easily these side panels. Maybe to mount them in a different way. Here is what we have on the side. Sorry, it is a little bit too near of my camera, but you get the idea. And it looks like the front panel will undo with 2 screws here. Yes, so it is good. Other side will be even easier because it is missing one screw. Here we are. So we will start. I will zoom and we will have a look at the parts in here. So first about the metal frame, as you can see, aluminum pieces bolted together, and here apparently we have some rust problems. As you can see, it is pretty bad. A little speaker here on the side. The switched power supply seems very regular power supply with regular output connector here, so at least it will be easy to test it and check if there is all necessary voltages, but they are not written on it. But I have a model number here, so maybe it will be easy to check out. Nothing seems wrong on it, by the way. We have a fuse mains input here, grounding wire here attached to the frame with ferrite core, toroid, interesting. We have a speaker here on the side, but also we have a buzzer here on the PCB. About this PCB, first the power input, you can see it is a totally oversized connector with EV gold plated pins. It is fun because on this side it is very insane quality of gold plating and very strong, but on the other side it is something you could find in almost any chip device. Just this kind of regular plug you could find almost anywhere. So it's quite a fun detail. So we have one timekeeper RAM contains lithium cell, probably dead. 2 EPROMs, Toshiba chips, Yamaha chip. I was really not expecting to have a Yamaha part in this thing. Here is the model number for you. Neck Ireland, here they are upside down, the bits will fall out. One more EPROM, Toshiba. We have this extra module here, which is connected with 2 headers. It is holding, it is probably for insulation, some kind of insulation, yes, to separate circuit between the people you are dealing with on the device. I will remove it just in 1 second, but here we have the big round connector on the back, you can see, with a crack in it. We have the rear of the LEMO plugs. We have some kind of a gas sensor. And here we have a very nice, this one, IC with ceramic actually. You can see it is a sandwich of 2 ceramic plates and gold legs on the side. And a little extra PCB here on the side with a header connector like this. So if you see, yes, the little box for our battery. We have the power resistor is attached to the frame here and connected with a big oversized connector for just 2 wires. Quite interesting. One more Toshiba IC down in the bottom here. And after this we have our front panel. I will deal with it later. So maybe in a follow-up video I will do the troubleshooting, try to find what is wrong. I need for this purpose to find a way to insulate a little bit here for my own safety, the primary side of the power supply maybe. Find something to put on it, to wrap it or something like this. And I will just measure the output here anyway to see if the voltage are stable or not. In fact I could very well grab the power here with leads and close the cover. So I was interested with this module here because I see actually a huge IC at the bottom on the motherboard. So just 4 screws to undo, and at least there is some very nice hardware in this thing. Just the thumb screws at the back here are already good to have. So I need to undo this connector maybe. Okay. And also this one. So you can see it is here. It is either connector, but there is nothing to secure them in place. This one at least. On this one you have latches here on the side, but not here. And here is our big mystery IC, AMD AM2140 12PC. I guess it is a microprocessor other side of this PCB here. Analog device, probably analog to digital converters, I guess. Some unknown part here in black coating, and another one here with it is written here on the side actually. Try to find an angle where you will see it. AWEH and a whole bunch of numbers at the bottom. Probably some kind of medical grade transformer, I guess. One more programmable chip here. And actually the number written here is matching. Not exactly, but it looks pretty much like the serial number on the thing. Okay, so I will reinstall this PCB and then we will try to undo the front panel. Okay, so why I undo this front panel? Yes, it is a little bit sad, there is no gas analysis sensor in this, but I was expecting this. In fact, I did check the on the web photos on the back, and I didn't know there was not a whole deal of gas inputs, and also there was plugs actually for the sensors, so it should work with sensors located somewhere else on the crate, on the cart more exactly. Oops. So it is fun because in fact I am undoing the screw here, but a nut did jump from God only knows where in the power supply. Interesting, and it is a well rusted nut. So I did already disconnect the two flex to the two ribbon cables to the front panel. very rusty screw here, but you can see they are very off-the-shelf screw, nothing particular. You could purchase the same one at your hardware store. Quite interesting how they did this. Also, I did just notice here on the side there is paint on the back where you see the metal piece, but not on the wall length of a metal piece. And a very expensive device. It looks quite weird. I do not know the original price tag, but operating room equipment is not cheap. Okay. 4 screws are removed, and yes, the front panel is coming off with a few more screws to undo. No, actually a few more connections, and they are quite annoying because they did zip tie together here everything, while I want just to remove this front piece, and also there is a grounding bolt here. So I will be right back. Okay, it is much better. I can now disconnect all this, and look at this. In fact, all the connections here come onto this header, but there is nothing to show you what is the correct order to reconnect the things. It is the connections to the jog wheel button, but quite weird. They did not do any information to help with it. And I have one more, same here in fact, this header connector. It is coming on this larger header, and you have to know, you have to align with the front here. Quite not maintenance friendly at all. Okay, so I can get this out of the way, and now just try to have a better look at the front panel. So we have what seems to be a very expensive unit here for the button, but I guess it might be quite in fact actually maybe I can undo it. So I will undo it, and we will try to see how it is made, because it is the whole point of the teardown video anyway. So very nice little module from, oh, it is a non-brand, guys. If you collect military radios, it is the Cell brand, German brand, responsible for making most of the military radios of the West German army after during the Cold War, and until now maybe still they are still in business. So I was not expecting this. Maybe here we have a dead code. Is it not showing any other dead code? Yes, I have a 91 here. I have a 92 here. So now we know this thing is from the early 90s. And we have, seems you can push on this, is just a push button here, but I would love to open this cover and find out what we have inside here, if it is possible, without destroying everything. Anyway, I believe this device will end in parts, so no, it is not possible because oh, I see a little castellated wheel. So maybe it is some kind of optical sensor in this, but I do not want to break this, so okay. And it was located, yes, there is a pin here, so you cannot put it in the back in the wrong direction at least. So here we just have push buttons obviously, and LEDs, but it seems the LEDs are really fancy. We have silver track flat flex going to the front panel for the keys, and you can see the LEDs are actually these little white modules, but we will see them better on this PCB. It will be easier to access without the having to deal with this connector. Actually, it is not a problem, this connector. Okay, so I will undo this one. The front piece seems to be made of magnesium or some kind of aluminium alloy. Okay. Here are the LED displays, are very nice, from probably from HP. As you can see, nice little things. We have, oh, this is quite annoying, they did use insulating washer for some reason, but you have to align them properly before you reinstall the screws. Quite weird why you should do this. Okay, but we are interested in this display here. So let's undo it real quick. Again the same model of screws here, at least. Again the same little washers. And here we are. Oh, actually it is a VFD. It is not a... I was expecting a LED dot matrix, but not a VFD with this weird black goop over the contacts. So maybe this is a regular part, but maybe you could drive this pretty easily. Oh, I see a resistor here which is sideways. There is the high voltage supply for the VFD. Controller ICs, so it should be something that could be reused. Here is the model number, by the way. Made in Japan, so yes, it is a part they did purchase. Okay, and we have here, let's undo everything. It will be more work for me after. At least I will have something to do while the video is rendering. Let's undo this PCB also, just to check the LED displays. Yes, very nice. It is a little bit sad they did not put them on sockets. Should be easier for me to take them, but very interesting. And something which is not really usual here, dual 7-element module. I believe it is not the first time, but not regular at all. Here is the brand written here. Okay, and more of these annoying little washers. So for some reason, they did not put the same washers on the display. I have no idea why. Okay, so I guess this will wrap this teardown. I will play a little bit with it and try to figure out what the problem is, and it might be featured in a future video. For now, thanks for watching, bye bye.